tomorrow you're facing your brother, your former Oakland A's brother and teammate Chris Bassit. What's that going to be like?
It's going to be awesome. I wish I could hit against him. I wish it was still like the National League rules, but it'll be fun to see him throw. He looks good in a Mets uniform, and I'm just excited to see what he can do.
Now, when you say that you wish that you could hit against him, I mean, do you feel confident now? You know him well, you know his stuff, you know his arsenal. Do you think you could take him deep?
Oh, 100%. There's no way. Yeah, I'm taking him deep or hitting a double at least off him. So, but him against me, not sniffing anything. So,
what's that relationship like? What was it like when you guys were teammates with the A's?
Brotherhood. Just kind of. Brotherhood. I mean, you bag on each other. You cheer when doing well, pick each other up when we're doing bad. Just normal staff stuff. I think in my eyes. So.
You mentioned that you wish you could hit against him. Any regrets that you come to the National League the year they get rid of the DH? Would Sean Manaea have been a great hitter? I know Joe Musgrove, he was pretty proud of his at-bats. What would you have been?
I got my hits in. I got 3 hits in the show, so I can live with that. Didn't hit any home runs, but I did hit a double, so that's really cool. It would have been cool to face former teammate Bass, Frankie, Sonny, like any of those guys. Like, it would have been really cool to face, but who knows? Maybe down the road, Bummel's like, hey, get in there. Probably not, but a guy can hope.
I know between the two of them, they're pretty excited about it. They would like to take the DH out of play today and have them both hit, but that's not going to happen. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time with both these guys, so it's going to be kind of a surreal feeling. Well, he's a fierce competitor, and he's worked hard to get to where he is right now in his career, and he's had to go through some injuries, bullpen, starting, back and forth. But the last several years, not only has he become a really good quality starter, top of the rotation guy, but also a leader, and his competitive spirit shows up pretty quickly. Maybe that hybrid type role, where a multi-inning guy. It worked out really well last night. He was able to pitch a couple innings and take a little off the plate of what was a pretty taxed bullpen. He's a starter that's kind of building up right now, but we're going to have him in the bullpen, so you may see him a couple times a week and maybe one time around the lineup type thing. This is a guy that this organization has always had high hopes and big expectations for. It's probably just happening in a different role at this point.
How much of it is a part of that? Like the fact that you have been going with a 6-man, so your guys have been going deeper. Is that extra day factor a lot in your decision?
It does, and it allows them to get a little extra rest. Especially, we're a third away into the season right now, but it allows us to use them all, but also pitch them deeper in games. So, with a shortened bullpen, and it's not only a strength of our team with the starters, but allows us to use all of them, and so far so good.
The All-Star ballot is out. What cases would you make for a bunch of the guys on your team?
Oh, I'd make cases for a lot of them. I'm a little biased, obviously. Hosmer's having a great year. Machado's having a great year. All our starting pitchers are having a great year. I'm very biased there, but we can start with those guys. Profar's having a really subtle, really good year too, and Cronenworth, it's starting to swing the bat well too. So I'm probably getting a little too deep as far as that goes, but we definitely have some deserved guys.
It's kind of remarkable that Joe Musgrove's never been in an All-Star game.
I did hear that the last couple of days. It is a little bit of a surprise. So based on what he accomplished last year, you would think he probably would have made the All-Star team last year, but we'll see where that goes from here. He's off to a good start. Well, he's always taken a lot of pitches. He's drawn some walks. He's been that guy, but he really is wherever we've had a soft spot, he's been able to fill it. He's hitting the 4-hole this year. He's hitting behind Manny. He's hitting basically everywhere in the lineup. And with, the leadoff spot, a little bit of an issue early on. You look at what he's done here since he's been in the leadoff spot, it's been fantastic. So, wherever we need somebody in the lineup right now, he's been that guy this year that's filled it. I think if you go back and look, I was probably the guy against 6-man rotation, let alone a 7-man rotation to start. But it has worked really well for us, and very few teams have the luxury to have as good a starters that we do. So we're trying to find a way to get them all in there because they've all been productive. And like I said, it allows them to pitch a little bit deeper in games.